Lady Bears volleyball team. Introducing the visitors for tonight.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Real Sports Live, and we're coming to you live from Ingleside High School for a fourth place game within 26-4A.
Number 3,
The competitors here tonight are Beeville Jones and West Oso.
Number 5, Michaela Newsom. Number 6, Jennifer
Winner here will
Rodriguez.
take home fourth place and wrap up a playoff spot where they will take on Needville High School in bi-district action. But first, still have some unfinished business here within the district.
Number 10, Kayla Salazar. Number 11, Jalen Smith.
A lot going on here in the Coastal Bend, a lot of shuffling around the schedules. We got football in full swing, volleyball wrapping up. Things are getting interesting in a lot of districts. We have a few play-in games around the area.
Now for your home team, the Lady Bears.
We have some bi-district action later on here in the week.
Number 2,
But first things first here.
Number 4, Kira Johnson. Number 5, Lori Sigero. Number 6,
As we're getting going with the introductions for both teams, let's just run down the roster. With first up with West Oso, number 1, Leandra Canas. Number 2, Jasmine Mendoza. Number 4, Kira Johnson.
Number 10, Angelica Vela.
Number 5, Lori Sigero. Number 6, Rebecca Brown. Number 7, Cassandra Ruiz. Number 9, Kennedy Silman. Number 10, Angelica Vela. Number 11, Lyric Carpenter. Number 13, Alasia Reed. Number 15, Jennifer Espinosa. Number 22, Visan Galvan. Number 8, Bernicia Dixon. We're going to have the national anthem right now, and we'll return with the Beeville lineup. We're about to get going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take you through the Lady Trojan lineup. Number 1, Ali Estrada. Number 2, Carly Knapp. Number 3, Kylie Lopez. Number 4, Jaden Ford. Number 5, Michaela Newsom. Number 6, Jennifer Rodriguez. Number 7, Maggie Martinez. Number 8, Ty Hernandez. Number 9, Alexia Salazar. Number 10, Kayla Salazar. Number 11, Jalen Smith. Number 12, Darian Henson. Number 13, Jada Gonzalez. Number 14, Erilyn Del Bosque, and number 19, the libero, Megan Del Bosque. That's the Beeville Trojans roster. Now we're just moments away from the opening serve. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. You're able to see us live right now on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, the Roku Network, and Apple TV. That's Real Sports Live. Wherever you do social media, follow us. Give us a like, a share, tell your friends. We're going with set number 1. Last time we had Beeville on this, on one of our broadcasts. They went 5 sets with Miller, and they went up 2-0, and they held off the Lady Bucks, who came storming back and forced the 5th set, but Beeville was able to hang on in that one. And here in the opening serve is going to be Alexia Salazar doing the honors for Beeville Jones. Serve is good. Here's the setup. And there's an early whistle and a point for Beeville Jones. Both teams just coming out with a lot of excitement here in the pregame as Alexia Salazar sends that one into the net. 1-all here early on. Serving for Westosa, number 2, this is Jasmine Mendoza. Here's the jump serve. Serve is good. Here's a setup on the outside. That's a nice play coming in from Ali Estrada, getting low, but the point going to go over to Westosa. Two all here. The serving for Beeville Jones, Michaela Newson. And there's a nice play at the net by Beeville Jones. There's Estrada at the net, a nice play there for Westosa to keep the ball alive. And there's a whistle. Point over to Westosa. Ball's live there in the outside. There's a style and sent over. And there's Silman in the middle of the net for the spike and the kill. Kennedy Silman. What an athlete here on the volleyball court. Really strong whenever she gets her chances at the net. Here's a setup. And there's a Stella coming back the other way, and she's going to place it fair from the outside. Nice play on the back row by Knapp. And that's number 9, Alexia Salazar, picking up the point 4-all here. And that's going to be Knapp picking up an ace. As Beeville now leads 5-4. Knapp on the service line once again. And this one popped up, but whistle, point's gonna go over to Westosa. 5-all here in the early going. And we've got a close one. There's a play on the outside. It's Jada Gonzalez going to pick up a point. Beeville Jones takes a 6-5 lead. Here's a serve. This is Maggie Martinez. And sending it over is Leandra Canas, who made a heads-up play there. Canas with the pass. Here's the setup for Silman in the middle. And strong with the point once again, Kennedy Silman. Feeling it here on the early going in the center of the net. And Silman sends it out past the end line. Point Beeville Jones. Now serving is Ali Estrada. Talking about how good of an athlete Silman is here on the volleyball court. Ali Estrada had herself a game last time they were on Real Sports Live. There's another point by Beeville after the whistle. Estrada was all over the place. Good on the net and good from the back row. And that one skips the net, controlled by Westoso. There's a block there, and it's going to be point over for the Lady Bears. Now, Beeville leads 8-7. 7 serving 8 now for Westoso. And Lyric Carpenter, number 11, on the serve. On the outside for Alicia Reed. Kept in play, pushed over by Beeville Jones. Nice play on the back row. And into the net, Alicia Reed sends the ball. 9-7 Beeville. There's a play by Mendoza on the approach on the net, controlled and sent over by Beeville. Here's Mendoza once again, played on the back row by Beeville. Here's a setup sent over by Maggie Martinez. And here on the outside is Reed. That goes out of bounds. 10-7, Beeville now leads by 3. This is the libero, Megan Del Bosque. Nice play by Canas, keeping it alive. And there's a nice approach by Reed, able to time it nicely and able to make contact and put it down for the spike and the kill. 10-8 and 8 serving 10, and the libero, Leandra Canas, on the serve. Someone pops it up on the net, and there's Nat making a play for Beeville. Here's a setup on the outside. This is Rebecca Brown, and she picks up the spike and the kill for a point. Couple straight here by Westoso. 9 serving 10 now. Canas, Del Bosque. Nice play on the net. 10 all. 10 serving 10. Back and forth, we have each team taking little runs and spurts. And Canas on the service area going to give up a point. Point over to Beeville. Lady Trojans lead 11-10. 11 serving 10 now. This is number 9, Alexia Salazar. That was sent over by Reed, but it goes over but out of bounds. And that's going to be an ace, and that goes off of Silman and off of her forearm and out of bounds. 3 straight by Beeville. They're back in the lead by 3, 13-10. 13 serving 10 now. And Stillman chases it in the back and sends it over. Nice play. Stillman sends it to the front row. Here's the setup. There's a point after the whistle, credited to West Oso. 13-11 now, 11 serving 13. As Jasmine Mendoza goes to the service line for the Lady Bears. Jump serve is good. Here's a setup for Knapp on the outside, played by West Oso. Here's a setup for Stillman. And Estrada's there. But the front row can't take advantage. Nice play by Estrada. She was able to go and make a play on the attack by Stillman, but here's Mendoza now with the serve. And she's going to pick up an ace. 13-all now. Back and forth we go. And there's a timeout. Beeville wants to talk about it, and while they do that, we're going to take a break. We'll be back. 13-all. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live.
Twisted X Shoes, a wide assortment of Sense apparel, or the latest styles for men and women in clothing or accessories, or a great selection of scented candles. Rustic Tea Boutique in Fremont is your stop. At TSS Photography in Corpus Christi, Texas, you can experience the latest technology in photography. Whether you're an individual or a team, you can experience photography at a whole new level. Real-time photos can be seen on screen as they are taken in-house or from remote locations. You can even have your order placed as you leave the room. Special events? No problem. Take your pose. Choose your background. This is a veteran-owned company, a Texas Hub certified company, over 3 years in service in Corpus Christi, Texas. TSS Photography. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records.
And we're back in the middle of set one, 13-all here. Had a little bit of a scoreboard error. We were displaying West Oso as the visiting team and Beeville Jones as the home team, but it's the opposite, as West Oso is the home team and Beeville Jones the visiting team. We have it reflected correctly now on our scoreboard. So we're coming out of timeout. West Oso forcing a Beeville timeout. They scored 3 straight points. So after a 10-10 tie, each team goes and picks up 3 points in a row. So we're here at a dead heat, 13-all. Serving is Jasmine Mendoza for West Oso. Another nice serve and Mendoza, and that was Alexia Salazar. We tried to make a play on it, but it goes off her fist and out of bounds, and West Oso now has 4 points in a row, and here's Mendoza on the serve. Beeville picks up that point. West Oso couldn't make a play on the ball, 14-all. Now serving, it's number 5, Michaela Newson for Beeville. Played by Canas. Stillman pops it up. Sent over by Brown, played on the back row by Beeville. Here's a setup on the outside for Estrada. And she's so good on the outside. She looks like she can play everywhere. Nice player to rotate, but she seems to just have a knack for the outside, as there's an ace by Beeville. They go up by 2, 16-14, 16 serving 14. Newson, one of the captains on this team, on the serve. This one sent back over by Angelica Vela. Here's a setup, Estrada again from the outside. And that one's going to go off of Mendoza. And Estrada coming out here strong. Here's a setup. There's Stillman from the outside trying her hand, and there's Del Bosque. Newsom setting it up. And there's a Estrada from the outside again. And a nice play there by Mendoza. Looks like Beeville was waiting for a setup or something, but Mendoza sends it over with two hands, and they're caught a little bit off guard, it seems. There's Mendoza with the serve. Stillman lightly taps it, naps there to make a play on it. Newsom, Del Bosque going to send it over. Here's Mendoza on the outside for Brown. And there's a whistle, and point's going to go over to Beeville Jones. It's 18-15 now, 18 serving 15. This is Carly Knapp on the serve for the Lady Trojans. Stillman pops it up. Mendoza sends it over. Knapp, Newsom. And in the middle, that's Jada Gonzalez, but the point's going to go over to West Oso. Doing a good job there on the front row. On the serve, Rebecca Brown, number 6 for West Oso. Serve is good. Newsom pops it up. Here's Brown on the back row. Here's Mendoza with the setup. Stillman in the middle. And there's the attack, and number 9, Alexis Salazar, couldn't make a play on it. A couple of straight points here for West Oso. They trail by 1. 18-17, 17 serving 18. A lot of intensity here early on, but it's a high-stakes matchup. Winner goes to the postseason. There's Estrada. Two hands it towards the top right, just inside the end line. It's now 18. It's now 19-17. Maggie Martinez on the serve for Beeville. And that's going to be out. Point for West Oso. Back to a 1-point game. On the serve for West Oso is Kennedy Stillman. She's had a nice first set for West Oso. There's Estrada. Just gets the light tap, and it's going to be point over to West Oso. $19 all. Beeville thought they got the deflection out of bounds, and there's Estrada talking over with the official on the far end, but he says no, 19 all now. We're back to a dead heat. Kennedy Stillman on the serve for Lady Bears. Here's a setup in the middle for Mendoza. Newsom pops it up. There's a Estrada from the outside. Nice approach there, but played on the front row by West Oso. Newsom to set up for Estrada again. And there's Canas, but they're going to give point to Beeville. They now lead 20-19. Just a strong attack, but nice play there by the libero. Number 1, Leandra Canas. She was ready for it. But after the whistle, the point over to Beeville. And Estrada with the jump serve sends it into the net. Serve looked a little rushed, but now it's tied up 20 all. Number 11, Lyric Carpenter on the serve for West Oso. And that one goes out. Point over to Beeville. On the serve for the Lady Trojans is the libero Megan Del Bosque. There's Stillman. There's Carpenter. Sets it up on the outside. That was Reed. Riscanis to the front row, and there's Mendoza. Nice play to send it over. Here's a setup for Knapp in the middle, and there's a block by Mendoza. There's Stillman. There's a setup, Mendoza in the middle. And there's a style, there's Del Bosque, but the point gonna go over to West Oso. Jasmine Mendoza, what a nice little sequence for her there on the net. Made a nice defensive play. Able to keep the ball in play for West Oso. Here's a jump serve by Canas. Here's a setup. That one sent over by Maggie Martinez. Mendoza to the back row. That's Martinez. Estrada sets it up. Del Bosque sends it over. Stillman with the pass. Carpenter sets up. And there's Mendoza in the middle. Mendoza. Here's Stillman. Sends it to the back row. A little too high there for Del Bosque, who was in position to make the play, but West Oso now leads 22-21, prompting a timeout for Beeville. So while they talk it over, we'll take a break. High intensity set number 1 here. We'll be back.
Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Welcome back to Ingleside. 4th place game here. And Knapp's shoe came off, and that seemingly cost a point there. It looks like she was in position to go up and make a play, but looks like she fell out of her shoe there, and it's now 23-21. West Oso, 23 serving 21. So while Knapp gets back into her shoe, West Oso going to get ready to serve, and a lot of back and forth here. No team really has had a real leg up. Both teams have had their little runs, have taken 2-3 point leads here and there, but West Oso right now primed to take the first set, and they're getting closer there as Canas picks up the ace, and it's 24-21. Set point for the Lady Bears. There's Canas with the jump serve. She sends it into the net. Gonna prolong it a little bit here. As Beeville Jones tries to shake off the cobwebs a little bit here and make a run, and timeout by West Oso, as they want to make sure they don't let set number 1 slip from their hands. So with that, we'll take another quick break, and we'll be back right after this.
Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. West Oso leads Beeville Jones 24-22. And Kana sends that one over. Nice play. And there's the point on the net and the game. That's Rebecca Brown. And West Elsa takes set number one, 25-22. And they hold on here. And a back and forth set, and they strike first. They lead 1-0 in this match. And a very important match. Fourth place on the line in District 26 4A. A couple of minutes before set number 2 is on the way, and we'll be back. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live.
Stacy Neiman Insurance Agency, LLC, located on the square in Woodsboro, Texas, specializing in row, crop, and pasture rangeland, serving farmers and ranchers in multiple counties since 2011. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer. 1-800-573-5166. Stacy Neiman Insurance Agency, LLC. In Fremont, Texas, off Highway 281 is the Oasis Restaurant, serving great food daily. And if you can't make it to the game, then watch it while you eat. Carry out and dine in available. Great selection of food for any taste and supporting local athletes all the way. The Oasis Restaurant in Fremont, Texas.
Refugio ISD holds special memories in the hearts of anyone who has ever been part of the school. The Refugio ISD Education Foundation provides resources that will create engaging learning experiences for students. You can be a part of the Bobcat Tribute Plaza. Order a brick or a bench, and you will help to build on the tradition of excellence and opportunity that has always been at the heart of Refugio ISD.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Real Sports Live. I'm Mark Molina on the call here. Going to set number 2. West Oso takes set number 1, 25-22. They lead 1-0 here, best of 5. Winner takes home 4th place in 26 4A. And they will go on to by district to face Beeville. And here's Mendoza, the first serve there. And this one just falls down right in front of number 5, that's Newsom, so points over to West Oso. They lead 1-0 here right out of the gate. And this one goes out of bounds on the serve by Mendoza. 1-all here. Carly Knapp on the serve. Here's a setup for the outside. This is Stillman. There's a block, but she gets the better of that exchange. There's a double block there on the far corner, but the ball still falls on the Beeville side of the net. Alicia Reed. Here's a setup right Estrada on the outside. And both teams going up for the block there. Mendoza keeps it in place. Stillman sends it over. Here's Estrada over the West Oso defenders, and she's going to pick up a point. A spike on the kill on the outside hit. 2-all here. Looks like we're in for another back and forth set. All here. And on the serve is Number 7, Maggie Martinez, straight off the bench as Jada Gonzalez goes and has a seat. Martinez with the serve. There's Canas. Stillman gonna send it over. There's Del Bosque. Newsom sets it up for Estrada on the outside. Canas comes up, makes the play. Here's the setup. There's Stillman. There's the whistle. Point gonna go over to Beeville. They now lead 3-2. Maggie Martinez on the serve. For Beeville, 3 serving 2. And Canas makes the play. Stillman gonna send it over. Del Bosque pops it up. Here's a setup by Newsom. Del Bosque. And the whistle's there on Angelica Vela as it double bounced off her. It's 4-2. 4 serving 2 here. As Martinez serves again. Here's the setup. The outside as Visan Galvan. Gonna pick up the point for West Oso. Nice play on the outside. On the far side corner. There's number 6, Rebecca Brown on the serve. Sends it off Martinez, who can't control it. Ace over to West Oso, and it's 4-all. Stillman keeping it alive. And there's Stillman in the middle. Popped up, and there's Estrada coming out of nowhere to make the play. And the rally keeps him going. There's Del Bosque. And cross court by Salazar. Point over to Beeville. They lead 5-4. Five all there. Kennedy Stillman coming to the service line. There's a whistle, point for Beeville. 6-5 now. Beeville up 7-5 now. Serving for Beeville is Del Bosque, the libero. This one popped up. Canas plays it towards the front row. Mendoza sends it over. There's Del Bosque. Estrada sets it up for Salazar, and that goes sailing past the inline. Point for West Oso. Beeville leads 7-6. 6 serving 7 now as number 11, Jalen Smith, comes on. Excuse me, wrong 11. That's a Lyric Carpenter. Canas, Carpenter. There's Canas on the heads-up play. Estrada pops it up. For Martinez, that goes out of bounds. West Oso ties it up. There's Knapp on the attack, and there's the whistle. She's going to pick up the point. Beeville leads 8-7. Here's a setup. Mendoza sends it over. It skips and out of bounds. And Beeville back up by 2. This mimicking the first set. Had a little bit of a back and forth each way. And there's Knapp, sends it towards Mendoza, but Stillman able to keep it in play as Sada pops it up high. And Salazar into the net. Alexia Salazar went to make a play on it, but unable to clear the net. And Del Bosque tries to make a play at it, and there we go. All tied up at 9 again. And we have a timeout for Beeville. And it's 9-all here. Back and forth we go, ladies and gentlemen. Take a timeout here. Keep it here.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Bubba's 33 and Corpus Christi is a proud sponsor for all teams on Rio Sports Live. If you can't make it to the game, then watch it on the big screen at Bubba's 33 in Corpus. Great food, great atmosphere before, during, or after the game. Stop in at Bubba's 33 in Corpus Christi, Texas.
An increase of
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, there had some issues with the mic, but 2 straight points by West Oso that has them in the lead, but that one goes into the net on the serve by Canas. It's now 11-10. It's 11-all now, and Mendoza on the outside made the approach and sent it past the end line, so now it's 11-all, 11-7-11. There's a serve by Newsom, controlled by West Oso, sent over by Silman. That's Salazar. Newsom pops it up on the outside. There's Estrada. And that was Reed, played by Beeville. And there's a style on the outside once again. Estrada just so good when she gets an opportunity on that outside. Her outside hit's pretty strong, but she was able to clear some defenders there for West Oso. They were in good position. Point to West Oso on the deflection. 12-all. Serving 12. Jasmine Mendoza on to serve for West Oso. And she's had a good match as well so far. There's Stillman on the front of the net. And she's had one as well. Stillman pretty strong there on the center net. Heads up play there, able to time it right as she saw it coming her way. West Oso back in front, 13-12. 13 serving 12 here as Mendoza with the jump serve clears the net. It's good. Newsom There's a stop from the outside, and once again clears that Westoso front. 13 all. Here's Knapp on the serve for Beeville. A nice play there by Brown to get it over on the. And there's Estrada, sends it into Brown. They're gonna call the point there for Westoso. 14-13 now, 14 serving 13. Elijah Reed on the service line for Westoso. Here's the serve, Del Bosque. Newsom pops it up. Estrada sends it over. There's a set up by Mendoza. There's Stillman off of Salazar. Kennedy Stillman in the middle. She's had herself a heck of a match here on the front row for the Lady Bears. There's there's Canas, makes a play on it. Mendoza sends it over. A nice play there by Mendoza. She's done that here now a couple of times, picked up a point. Seems like Beeville's waiting back for her to set it up for an attacker. She's able just to two-hand it over. And that one is going to be an ace. And Westoso with a lot of momentum here. They lead by 4, 17-13. And the Lady Bears, who were all fired up right before the first serve, once they came out here and hit the court. A lot of momentum right now. Del Bosque pops it up. There's Estrada for Smith. Beeville picks up a point. So now 14-17 as number 7, Maggie Martinez, comes in to serve. And that was Jalen Smith who tried to come up on the center net to make a play, but mistimes it a little bit. It's 18-14 Westoso. Timeout Beeville. We'll take a break. This is Real Sports Live. Keep it here.
Cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez injury attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
Welcome back to Ingleside, ladies and gentlemen. Westoso leading Beeville Jones 18-14 in this 4th place match. Westoso leading overall 1-0. Took set number 1, 25-22. And a close one against Beeville. We have another close one here, but Westoso taking a 4-point lead. And they've got all the momentum right now as Rebecca Brown on to serve for the Lady Bears. She sends this one over. Off of Martinez. An ace for Brown. And Westoso leads by 5 now, 19-14. Estrada. Salazar sets it up for Salazar on the outside. Spiking the kill on the outside hit for number 9, Alexia Salazar. 19-15 now. 15 serving 19. Estrada gonna serve for the Lady Trojans. Here's the jump serve. Here's a setup. There's Stillman on the outside. Nice play there up front There's Estrada. Setting up for Salazar. There's a double block by Westoso. And there's Stillman. Once again, there's Stillman on the net. Mendoza pops it up high. Stillman sets it up. And there's Mendoza two-handing it. Del Bosque clears the net. And there's Stillman in the center. Waiting for it was Martinez. And Stillman taps it over. Del Bosque makes a play, and we had a rally going on here. There's Stillman on the front of the net. There's a spike in the kill. Stillman challenged there, but she got the better of that exchange. 20-15. Westoso leading Beeville. In set 2. And Stillman clears the net just barely there. There's Southside Stillman. Mendoza keeps it alive. And that's Kira Johnson doing her best to try to make a play on that, but cannot. 20-16 now. 16 serving 20 as Del Bosque, the libero, comes to the service line for Beeville Jones. There's Mendoza on the outside. For the spike in the kill, 21-16. And Westoso just taking control here midway through the set. They have all the momentum and they have not given it back to Beeville. There's Del Bosque. There's a setup. Mendoza lightly taps it over. And Mendoza, as the set goes a little off by Carpenter, point going over to Beeville. It's 21-17. 17 serving 21, and this is number 9, Alexia Salazar on the serve for Beeville Jones. She's going to pick up the ace as Stillman looks like she might have taken her eye off Bibb, but just mistimed it there. And Beeville trying to get back in this set. Mendoza pops it up high. Carpenter sets it up. Point over to Beeville Jones after the whistle. 21-19. 19 serving 21. And we got a timeout prompted by a little run here by Beeville Jones as they bring it within 2. They're going to want to talk about it, are the Lady Bears. So while they do that, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
It offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Westoso leads 21-19. Beeville Jones stringing together a couple of points after trailing by as many as 5 here. It's 20-15 a while ago, but Beeville Jones 4 out of the last 5 points. There's Mendoza making a play there on the net. 22-19. 22 serving 19. The libero, Leandra Canas, on to serve. And the officials Gonna wipe a point off and give it over to Jones. It looks like. So it's 21-20 now. And there's Mendoza, and she gets it back. 22-20. Jasmine Mendoza had that last point wiped off. No problem coming back again. Gets the setup and spikes it down for the kill. And here's Ganas on the serve. Carpenter sets it up, and there's Mendoza once again, and she's going to send it off of Salazar. Back-to-back spikes for kills by Mendoza. And she's really come up big tonight for Westoso. 23-20, 23 serving 20. Leandra Ganas on the serve for the Lady Bears. This one popped up. Del Bosque sends it over. Ganas makes a play on it. Carpenter for Mendoza. There's Knapp. Estrada sets it up for Ty Hernandez, and it's sent back over by Westoso. Hernandez pops it up. Carpenter sets it up for Mendoza, who punches it over the net. There's Darian Henson sending it over for Beeville, and there's Mendoza. And she sends it off Jennifer Rodriguez. And Mendoza just on fire here late in set number 2. It looks like the officials are explaining it, and it looks like they're going to take that point off. And they're going to explain that there was an infraction. So it's going to scoreboard reads 23-20 here, so it looks like it's going to stay that way. There's Knapp, blocked by Brown, but there's Mendoza, and there's Estrada who sends it into the net. And Mendoza once again. After a disputed point, on back-to-back times that's happened, and she was able to counter and pick up the point anyway. Here's a setup for Mendoza in the middle. (25-20), and Jasmine Mendoza, have yourself a set. Westoso leads now 2-0 after taking a 25-20 victory here in set number 2. And we have that replay, and let's check it out. Back and forth. Here's Carpenter setting it up, and there's Mendoza just in the middle of the net. She's had a really good set there in the front row, but now she has Westoso just one set win away from a victory in straight sets. But let's see if Beeville Jones can come out here and step up and maybe force a fourth set. So we're about 2 minutes away from set number 3, and we're going to take a break, and we'll be back. Keep it here at Real Sports Live.
At Bulls Bail Bonds, our goal is to provide a friendly and efficient bail bond process to our customers. We want to help you with our knowledge and experience to provide a fast and friendly service. We will beat or match our competitors' price. Hours of operation are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
DS Oilfield Construction and the family of Rene Martinez III would like to wish Rene and his fellow teammates the best of luck for the 2020 football season. For any oilfield construction needs, please contact DS Oilfield at 361-396-0059, Alice, Texas, or Logan Wilson at 361-701-8892 at any time. Thank you. Let's go jerseys from DS Oilfield. Rustic Tea Boutique is now a sponsor for teams here on Rio Sports Live. Located in Fremont, Texas, supporting both the Cowboys and Cowgirls in their games. Whether it's Twisted X shoes, a wide assortment of Sense apparel, or the latest styles for men and women in clothing or accessories, or a great selection of scented candles, Rustic Tea Boutique in Fremont is your stop.
At TSS Photography in Corpus Christi, Texas, you can experience the latest technology in photography. Whether you're an individual or a team, you can experience photography at a whole new level. Real-time photos can be seen on screen as they are taken in-house or from remote locations. You can even have your order placed as you leave the room. Special events? No problem. Take your pose. Choose your background. This is a veteran-owned company, a Texas Hub certified company, over 3 years in service in Corpus Christi, Texas, TSS Photography.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're headed to set number 3. Beeville Jones up against the wall after West Oso takes set 2, 25-20. They took set 1, 25-22. And coming up big for West Oso is Jasmine Mendoza on the front row. Here she is again from the outside. Del Bosque was there. Here's Estrada. There's a whistle. Point over to West Oso as they strike first here in set number 3. As they're looking to get out of here with the win in straight sets, pick up the sweep, but Beeville Jones trying to stay alive. Here's Mendoza. Nap. Sailing past the end line, 2-0. Here's Jasmine Mendoza on the service line once again. First set was all back and forth, as was the second early on. And that's Jennifer Rodriguez sending it to the net as West Oso leads now 3-0. And they've come out pretty strong here. But somewhere between the middle of set 2 until now, West Oso has just turned it on, and they're just looking so strong as Kennedy Stillman there on the net for the spike and the kill. And West Oso leads 4-0. Beeville Jones just reeling right now. There's Jasmine Mendoza on the serve. Here's Estrada. There's Canas past the end line. It's going to be a point for Beeville Jones. And that helps him stop the early bleeding here in set 3. And Michaela Newsom on to serve for the Lady Trojans. There's Stillman from the outside. That goes out past the end line. 2 straight points here by Beeville Jones. Michaela Newsom on the serve once again. Here's a setup, and there's Stillman from the outside once again for the spike and the kill on the outside hit. And today, Jasmine Mendoza and Kennedy Stillman have come to play, and they have been a force for this West Oso team. Alicia Reed on the serve. There's the whistle, point over to West Oso. They now lead 6-2. There's a double block there, and Stillman gonna get caught in the infraction. Point over to Beeville Jones. Carly Knapp on to serve for the Lady Trojans. And she sends it into the net. It's 7-3 now. Serving 3. Rebecca Brown on to serve for West Oso. There's Stillman, strong in the middle. The spike in the kill, and Jennifer Rodriguez was there for it, but couldn't really do anything about it as it came at her like a missile. Looks like Kennedy Stillman here is in closer mode. As Rebecca Brown sends that one into the net. On to serve is Maggie Martinez for Beeville. Canas. There's Visan Galvan for the return. Here's Estrada, played by Mendoza and Descana. Mendoza going to send it over. Del Bosque, Newson. And Galvan two-hands it over. Newson pops it up. Del Bosque with Mendoza. Nice play there by Canas. And this one sent up and over. Point for Beeville Jones. And that was Jalen Smith who sends it sailing way past the end line. And Beeville Jones won't even talk about it. They trail 9-4. We'll take a break. Keep it here.
To stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito. When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the Blue Building and the Blue Shrimp Boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kennedy Stillman just picked up an ace off of Estrada, who deflects it out of bounds. It's 10-4 now, and Stillman serving once again. Newson keeps it alive. Martinez sends it over. Descana is set up for Carpenter. Mendoza in the middle gets blocked. There's a little bit of fight from Beeville up front. It's 10-5 now. 5 serving 10. And Ali Estrada, one of the Beeville Jones captains, on to serve. Here's the jump serve. sails out past the end line. Point over to West Oso. They now lead 11-5. Serving number 11, Lyric Carpenter. That one goes out past the end line as Estrada try to make a play, and it's now a 7-point lead for West Oso. West Oso rolling here. And through the first set and a half, it seemed like no team was able to hold on momentum as we went back and forth, but it seems from the middle of set number 2, West Oso has captured the momentum, and they have just kept their foot on the gas. They lead by 6 here after a point by Beeville Jones. It is Del Bosque on the serve. And Mendoza goes up strong in the center of the net. Makes it a 7-point game again, 13-6. Mendoza and Silman just owning the court out here tonight for West Oso. Lady Bears led by those two. Estrada pops it up. Salazar sends it over, and there's a double block, and who else? Mendoza involved in that one. Along with Rebecca Brown, nice play on the front. It's an 8-point lead for West Oso. Canas picks up the ace. It falls fair just inside the end line. 15-6 now, and another timeout by Beeville Jones. And they are reeling right now with their season on the line. They want to talk about it some, and let's take a break while they do that. Keep it here.
Agency LLC, located on the square in Woodsboro, Texas, specializing in row, crop, and pasture rangeland, serving farmers and ranchers in multiple counties since 2011. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer. 1-800-573-5166. Stacy Neiman Insurance Agency, LLC.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in set 3. West Oso leads 2-0, and they are up big right now, leading 15-6. 26 for a 4th place match. Winner plays Needville and by district. And another good serve by West Oso. They now lead by 10, and they are just cruising here in this set. Here's Canas on the serve. And that one goes into the net. Beeville picks up a point. It's 16-7 now. 7 serving 16. And in the serve is Darian Henson for the Lady Trojans. There's a setup for Knapp on the outside, and there's a block. And after the block, Mendoza tried to send it back over, but she just could not there. It's 16-8 now. And 3 straight points for Beeville Jones. It's now 16-9, 9 serving 16. It's now 16-10, a 10-point lead. All of a sudden down to 6, and Beeville Jones stringing together a little bit of a run here. Coming out of that timeout strong. Henson with the serve out past the end line. Point over to West Oso. Here's Mendoza, who's just had an exceptional match here and big clutch performance. She sends this one out past the end line. 17-11 now, 11 serving 17. If you're West Oso, you just want to settle down, keep playing your game. You got a pretty sizable lead. Corner, there's Kennedy Stillman. And Knapp able to come up with the contest, and Beeville Jones. There's Knapp once again, picks up the block. And it's now 17-12. 12 serving 17. Six out of the last 7 points over to Beeville. It's now a 5-point game. There's Stillman. And Knapp two-handed. She picks up the point. And Beeville Jones trying to fight their way back into this set here. They now trail 17-13, 13-17. It was 16-6 not too long ago. West Oso gives up another point. It's now a 3-point game. The Lady Trojans forcing a West Oso timeout. They've taken now 8 out of the last 9 points. While the Lady Bears want to talk about it, we'll take a break. Keep it here. Real Sports Live.
Highway 281 is the Oasis Restaurant, serving great food daily. And if you can't make it to the game, then watch it while you eat. Carry out and dine in available. Great selection of food for any taste and supporting local athletes all the way. The Oasis Restaurant in Fremont, Texas.
Refugio ISD holds special memories in the hearts of anyone who has ever been part of the school. The Refugio ISD Education Foundation provides resources that will create engaging learning experiences for students. You can be a part of the Bobcat Tribute Plaza. Order a brick or a bench, and you will help to build on the tradition of excellence and opportunity that has always been at the heart of Refugio ISD.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As Newsom sends this over and out of bounds. Give a point over to West Oso. But before that, Beeville Jones, 8 out of the last 9 points prior to that point there. They trailed 16-6. It's 18-14 now. There's Stillman to the back row. DeBosket plays it. Newsom sends it over. And there's Ganas. There's Mendoza. And there's Stillman. Here's the setup. There's Galvan. And she gets it to fall. Galvan on the outside with the spike and the kill. Sending it cross court and just sneaks it in front of that end line. It's 19-14 now. 19 serving 14. This is Reed. Galvan there on the net. Silman. Mendoza. Galvan once again gets blocked. And there's Reed to keep it alive. And there's Estrada. Mendoza pops it up. Brown sends it over. Reed. The pass here is set up by Mendoza. Silman gets it to drop. Slightly taps there and nobody home for Beeville. caught a step slow there. It's 20-14 now, and West Oso finding a little bit of a rhythm again as they try to close out set 3. Galvan sets it up. There's another set. There's Silman. Sends it off Newson. Kennedy Silman. A great game, 21-14. Ostoso by a touchdown. Houston pops up. Here's Estrada, and she picks it up with a spike in the kill. Point there. Beeville Jones trails by 6. They can use another run here. They hope to continue. Knapp serves it. Played by Johnson. Here's Galvan. Point over to Beeville Jones. Back-to-back points. 21-16 now. Looks like we have a spot on the floor here. And get that wiped up. So we got the floor wiped up, and now we have serving for Beeville Jones, Carly Knapp. Played by Canas. There's Silman, gonna get blocked. Point over to Beeville Jones. Nice play up front by the Lady Trojans there. Here's Galvan. And she's going to get the point on the deflection. There on the outside hits, 22-17. She sneaks it, gets it over a couple of defenders and by way of force there, and out of bounds off the Lady Trojans. 22-17 now. Rebecca Brown, number 6 on the serve for West Oso as they inch ever closer to a straight set victory. There's Mendoza, plays it there. Galvan on the outside, and that's gonna fall. And Galvan turned it on from the outside on that far corner here in set number 3. And this one sails out past the end line, point over to Beeville Jones. It's 23-18 now. And Visan Galvan, she's been set up nicely there on that far end, and she's taking her opportunities and ran with them here late. Here's a setup for Silman. Played by Beeville. Silman in the middle of the net. Once again, she's gonna spike in the kill, and 1 point away. Kennedy Silman. Strong set 3. Match point coming up. Kennedy Silman serves. Del Bosque falls on the net, and Estrada there to keep it alive. There's Carpenter. Silman sends it over. Here's Estrada. There's a block. Mendoza pops it up. Here's a setup, and there's Mendoza in the middle. Del Bosque sends it over. There's Canas. Comes up with the dig there. Silman sets it up. Canas sends it over. Del Bosque with the pass. Here's a setup. There's Estrada. And there's Silman. Estrada once again. Out past the end line, and that's how this one's going to end. 25-18. And hold on a second, it looks like that fell fair. Let's go to the replay here. And they're gonna say it was so, but here on the replay, and it just barely fell fair, as you can see there. So take the point off. 24-19 Beeville. Still alive. Here's Mendoza. And she closes it out. There's Mendoza. She's had the answer. A couple of times there's been a disputed point, 3 times to be exact. And Mendoza coming up clutch each and every time to get the point back. 25-19, and that's how this is going to end. West Osa, your winners here. They take 4th place in District 26 4A. And coming up next, the Needville Blue Jays. But right now, they take home a straight set victory over Beeville Jones. 25-22, 25-20, and 25-19. The Lady Bears come in the Ingleside and take down Beeville Jones. So the playoff schedule to be determined, time, date, and everything. But make sure to keep up with our social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, the Roku Network, and Apple TV for the replays of this game, the live games that we have. Just check our schedule, check our website out for all of that and more. And we're also going to, when we have a schedule for playoff time and dates, we'll pass them on to you, ladies and gentlemen. But just want to thank everybody for watching. West Osa takes home 4th place in District 26 4A. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.